New World Order? The real reason everyone is scared of a cashless future. If tomorrow the world woke up and every coin, every banknote, every dollar, pound, euro, and peso vanished, would life become more efficient, modern, and secure? Or would it mark the end of financial freedom as we know it? Because right now, governments, central banks, global institutions, and private tech companies are racing toward one shared objective: a world without cash. A world where physical money disappears and every transaction you make is recorded in a digital system. For some, this sounds like progress. For others, it sounds like the foundation of a new world order. Today, we break down the full truth behind the fear. Not the headlines, not the rumors. The deeper reality most people are not ready for yet. Welcome to New World Order, the real reason everyone is scared of a cashless future. Chapter 1. Convenience or control. On the surface, a cashless world seems like a dream. No more carrying wallets, no more ATM fees, no stolen cash, no counterfeit notes, payments processed in seconds. But convenience always comes packaged with a cost. And when the cost is invisible, that's when it's the most dangerous. Because with digital-only money, the institution that controls the system automatically gains oversight, authority, monitoring power, and eventually, permission-based access. That is what people are afraid of. In a world without cash, money stops being an object you own and becomes a permission you are granted. And the moment your financial access depends on permission, freedom becomes optional, not guaranteed. Chapter 2. What exactly is a cashless society? A cashless society isn't just the act of paying with cards or tapping your phone. It is a fully integrated system that removes physical currency entirely. No coins, no notes, no private payments. You cannot pay a friend without a digital record. You cannot buy from a small business without going through a gateway. You cannot donate or support a cause without it being seen by someone, somewhere. This raises a question. If the state or a corporation can see everything you buy, do you truly own your financial life? The fear isn't that digital money exists. The fear is that once cash is gone, there is no alternative. Chapter 3. CBDCs, the future that already started. CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. This is not cryptocurrency. This is not Bitcoin. This is not decentralized or independent. This is digital money issued and controlled directly by a central authority. Already in development, China's digital yuan, Europe's digital euro, India's e-rupee, Nigeria's naira, the US digital dollar pilot systems. The difference between CBDCs and the money we use today is more powerful than most realize. CBDCs allow programmable money, rules for how you may spend. Expiring money, forcing spending before a deadline. Location-based spending, restricted by region. Category blocks, banned purchases. Meaning the money is no longer neutral. It follows rules. This creates the foundation for a financial system where behavior determines access, not law, not court decisions, not due process, behavior. Chapter 4. Social credit and financial punishment. Imagine a world where your money works differently based on your status, where every purchase updates a profile about you. If your social behavior is acceptable, your digital wallet functions normally. If your social behavior is concerning, it begins to restrict. This is not science fiction. It already exists in experimentation. Some citizens in China cannot buy plane tickets due to low social scores. In 2022, bank accounts in Canada were frozen for political protest involvement. Payment companies have closed accounts based on opinions, not crimes. The fear isn't that these systems exist. The fear is that these systems may one day connect. A cashless society makes punishment invisible. You might never go to prison or stand trial, yet still be unable to travel, buy, invest, or function as a normal citizen. Punishment becomes quiet, silent, digital. Chapter 5. The invisible hand behind the system. Who benefits the most from a cashless world? Not regular citizens, not small businesses, not the average worker. The real beneficiaries are big banks. Every transaction becomes profit. Big tech. Every transaction becomes data. Governments. Every transaction becomes oversight. Credit agencies. Every transaction becomes reputation scoring. Corporations. Every transaction becomes behavioral analytics. In a cashless world, your spending profile becomes one of the most valuable assets in existence. It reveals what you eat, where you travel, what beliefs you support, your health patterns, your financial weaknesses, your political alignment, your risk profile to the system. Money is no longer the commodity. Data is. Chapter 6. The New World Order. Fear. Whether you believe it is a conspiracy theory or a coordinated long-term agenda, one fear continues to grow. A global financial operating system that merges currency, identity, and behavior into a single infrastructure. A world where there is one global digital currency system. Access is granted by compliance. Privacy is suspicious by default. Transparency is mandatory, except for those in power. Individuals do not control the system controls individuals. This isn't about cash disappearing, it's about sovereignty disappearing with it. Chapter 7. When cash is gone, options are gone. Cash is more than paper. It is a fallback system, a backup plan for ordinary people. When cash disappears, there is no privacy. There is no transaction safety net. There is no independence from banks. There is no escape from monitoring. The phrase, going cashless, sounds clean and modern, but for many, it feels like an invisible cage being built one digital brick at a time. Freedom without privacy is an illusion. Choice without autonomy is decoration. Rights without access are meaningless. Chapter 8. How to prepare before the shift. This video is not about fear. It is about preparation. People today are responding by holding some physical cash for emergencies, diversifying into precious metals like gold and silver, using decentralized crypto with private wallets, learning offline skill-based trade value, avoiding dependence on single payment platforms, supporting businesses that keep cash alive, staying educated before adoption becomes mandatory. Preparedness is not rebellion. Preparedness is responsibility. Final message. This is not a fight about money. This is a fight about permission. When the ability to pay depends on approval from a system, you are no longer a participant in society. You are a subscriber, with rules, with conditions, with terms of service. The fear of a cashless society is not irrational. It is instinctual. It is human. Because human beings understand one eternal truth. If someone can turn off your money, they can turn off your life. So before the world chooses convenience over independence, we must ask the question, is the price of comfort worth the cost of freedom? If freedom had a price, would you pay it before it becomes priceless? If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay aware. Stay awake. This is Felix. See you next time.